All right. So, um, I didn't plan on making this video at all. Um, I I was listening to one of the live streams this morning from Luke Thompson. Really good. I suggest everybody should check it out. There was something in there that Michael Santori said that just kind of it just sparked something with me, and I was working on some other video. However, I can't think straight, and I've been listening to all my little channels, and they keep mentioning the video that I made. It's really distracting, and I can't do what I had planned on doing, but now I need to just get this done because, to use a Luke Thompson-like phrase, it's sort of as if a mosaic is just like exploding from my being. Like, and I've got to get it out. So I'm going to play this clip real fast of what Michael said that sort of cascaded this whole chain of events for me today.
I want you to be friends with my friend's husband. I'm like, okay, I have a YouTube channel. If they will watch my YouTube videos, we can be friends. That's like because I don't want to talk about golf, and I don't want to talk about college football, and I don't want to talk about whatever the guys that wear polo shirts and sit in an office do for work, because I can't relate to that at all. So unless if they like playing music, building stuff, or reading, C.S. Lewis sci-fi books and other weird stuff, it's going to be a boring conversation for me, So, but I mean, I also think just some of this was I feel like God's calling me to do this thing. And I think that the valuable thing of this is putting my weakness.
Okay. So that was what Michael said. This whole notion of his wife saying, "Hey, I want you to meet this person's husband," and basically just kind of brought up a lot of memories today. Because this whole stream was about sort of what's happening in the community. It shall not be named. I'm just kidding. Look at this. So, you know what this reminded me of? It reminded me of some scripture. I was thinking of Matthew chapter 8, verse, I'll start at 22. It said, Jesus talking here, and he says, "On that day many will say to me, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and cast out demons in your name, and do many mighty works in your name? And then will I declare to them, I will never know you. Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness." Now, why did that verse pop up in my head? Well, that phrase, "I never knew you," ever since becoming a Christian 4 years ago, which is sort of what dragged me into this space to begin with. That was one of the phrases that really latched on to me. I never knew you. But when Michael brought that up about not wanting to talk about golf and not wanting to talk about college football, this sort of idea popped in my head of, I imagine being at a party and I'm standing on the edge because that's what introverts do. And I'm comfortable there. But there's a group of people and they're all having a conversation. They're all talking really loudly. And I can hear everything that they're saying. And they're not talking about golf. And they're not talking about college football. They're talking about all the very fun and interesting things that I like to talk about. And I guess this has just made me think of my mother-in-law. She was one of the few people who I could have these kind of conversations with. And not last Christmas, but the year before that, she had asked to spend the night on Christmas Eve to watch the kids open up their Christmas presents. And, at this time, we had just found out that she had cancer, and she lived with us ever after that day. Actually, we set her up in this room that I'm sitting in right now, and just something about today just made me really think about her. And like I said, these are the kind of conversations that I really enjoyed having with her. I just remember sitting in the driveway in our 0G chairs, looking at the stars, and we could be talking about God one minute and then talking about aliens the next, and Atlantis and quantum physics, and she'd always just listen to all the crazy stuff that I like to talk about, even if she didn't have a clue what I was saying. And so I guess that's where I'm getting at, is that what I want to do in this space is I'm interested in having some of those conversations again. I had one with Jonathan last night, and I couldn't even tell you, Jonathan Demir, I couldn't even tell you what it was about. It went all over the place, and it was just one of those interesting conversations. Another piece of that whole live stream is just there's sort of a tension around this of not knowing what's going on, and I get it, I do, and so I'm just gonna say this: like, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't care about monetization. That's not my goals at all. I want to have some cool conversations again. Hopefully, meet some cool people, and make some interesting stuff, because I am somewhat of an artist. So, it's just been weird hearing all these different channels talking up, bringing up that video, and I was listening to another one today, and it's just like these things just sort of happen like this, and it's all just really, really strange to me. It's not strange. That's just how God works. And it was Chad talking with Harris from Upcycle, and they had a randos conversation, and it's a really great conversation. Everyone should listen to it. There's a part, and once again, it was just a massive trigger for me, and I just want to play that real quick.
I remember hearing them for the first time and thinking, like, I love these lyrical topics. Like, I mean, obviously Jesper, and so you had like this is why I love Killswitch Engage. They just did I remember.
So towards the middle of the conversation, he brought up Killswitch Engage, and just made me think about my mother-in-law. I just remember always listening to a particular Killswitch Engage song, watching the video a lot. Really heavy thoughts. And you know what? I just feel like I want to play that for her today. And I don't care about copyright strikes. And I just feel like I haven't listened to this in a while. And I get a strike, whatever. I don't really care. That's not the point. This is for my mall. So I'm just gonna play this for my mall right now. Okay, guys. And I hope you enjoy it. If you never listened to this song, it's awesome, but it's metal. So sorry. You know, music's a powerful thing. Very powerful thing. The song just takes me right back. And I'm sorry if it's choppy, and I'm sorry if it's not high bar quality production, but this needed to get out. And I just had to get out of my system because I can't do anything else right now. So, but I'm not done. Nope, I'm definitely not done. I got one other one for you. And this one's actually, this one's for my wife. Okay. So, you know, we love my mall. And this is just, this is for my wife, and this is for her. And there you go.
To play, and she said, Mama, got a note here from the Harper Valley P.T.A. Well, the note said, Mrs. Johnson, you're wearing your dresses way too high. It's reported you've been drinking and running round with men and going wild. And we don't believe you ought to be bringing up your little girl this way. And it was signed by the Secretary, Harper Valley P.T.A. Well, it happened that the P.T.A. was gonna meet that very afternoon.
All right. So, you know what? My final message is this. Just spend some time with your family, and I hope you have a great night.